This year at Relentless, we really wanted to create a space for you to get alone with God and to try and encounter Him in different ways. We don't want to restrict God to when He can and cannot move, and we really believe that you could have some moments in the prayer room this week where God could just really speak to you and change your life. We believe that when God saves us, He calls us to be part of the church. So we would love you to take some time to pray for not only your own church, but some of the other churches within our movement. Just grab a piece of paper, write down your prayer for that church and put it into the box which represents them. And hopefully at the end of the week we'll be able to give that onto the churches and they can see the prayers that you have prayed for their church. The theme for this week has been one another. We do believe that our love for one another will show the world that we are Jesus' disciples. And so what we'd love you to do is to get a piece of paper, write a name on top and write your prayer for that person on that page. When you're done, fold it up and put it in the post box. We have so much to be thankful for. Whether life's going good or life's going bad, we have reason to give thanks to God. So why don't you just take a thank you card and just write it out to God, telling Him all that you're thankful for, and then peg it up onto the line so the rest of us can pray with you and be thankful with you. This nation needs Jesus. So why not pray for Ireland this week? Put your thumb in the ink pad and just put it onto the country and just pray that God would move in this island in such a real and such a powerful way. Church has gone global, but this world still needs Jesus. Above your head you'll see lots of envelopes, and each envelope represents a different country in the world. We would love you to take one of them envelopes down and take it with you and continue to pray for that country. We would love it this week if we could somehow pray for every single country in the world. We too often are carrying stuff that we just shouldn't be carrying. So what we'd love you to do is to just take some time and to write down those things in your life that you just shouldn't be carrying, those things that God doesn't want you to carry. And when you're done, I want you to roll it up and just place it into the cross and just leave it there, believing that Jesus is big enough to take that away. We don't just leave stuff at the cross, but there's this exchange that happens where Christ offers us and gives us stuff as well. You'll notice on the wall some colours and some words, and around the cross different ribbons representing those things. So what we'd love you to do, whatever it is that you feel like you need from the cross and what you need from Jesus, just take a ribbon off that represents what you need, tie it around your wrist, and remember that God has promised to give you these things. Too often we're listening too hard to what the media says about us and what people say about us, and we forget that God actually has a whole lot to say about us as well. So when you come to this station, we would just love it if you would just lift one of the verses and just look at it in the mirror and believe what it says about you. God cannot lie, so if He says it about you, then it's true. We thank God for our families, and sometimes they're difficult and sometimes things don't always go as we'd like, but they're still our families, and we just would love to take some time to pray for our families. So just grab one of the tags and write your prayer down and then tie it onto the tree, believing that God can move and work in your home. There is no set way for you to interact with God or to connect with God. So if you feel like you do that best through art or poems or however that is, we would love you to take some time to do that. You'll find some art stuff around the centre of the room if you want to draw some pictures or just whatever you feel you need to do to connect best with God. Or if you're tired, just go for a sleep.